Thank you. Welcome, Honourable Pauline Richardson. Thank you.
Thank you. My name's Pauline Richards. I'm the State Member of Parliament representing the Cranbourne district, and I'm the Government Whip. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that for thousands of years, this was the land of the Kulin Nation, and I'll pay my deepest respects to elders past, present and emerging from our First Nations. So when I was given the opportunity to come here this evening, to say that I answered quickly and emphatically and with enthusiasm would be an understatement, because the Nigerian diaspora is a very important community to the Victorian community. So I am going to bring the best wishes of not just the Minister for Multicultural Affairs, Colin Brooks, but also I bring the good and best wishes of our new Premier, Jacinta Allen, to the Victorian Nigerian community and to this evening's events, and wish you all the best in this celebration of independence. I'd like to also comment on the characteristics I've noticed. I chair the Victorian African Communities Committee, but as a Member of Parliament and somebody who's been involved in the Victorian government and in Victorian politics for a long time, I observe the extraordinary aspiration of the community, the altruism I see and the optimism, and I think that that is represented beautifully tonight in the President of the Association, Dr. Yusuf, and the contribution Dr. Yusuf has made, not just to the Nigerian diaspora, but to the broader community, and say how grateful I am to be able to have some time sitting with you, and how grateful I am that you've chosen to perhaps provide, especially the contributions in academia and in other areas of interest. And we are very lucky to have you in Victoria. I get the opportunity sometimes to sit next to Dr. Mohadeen and from the Victorian Multicultural Commission. I'm not just a sparkling wit, not just a great conversationalist, but always somebody who provides insights into the importance of our community and what it means to have such a strong diaspora community impact the absolute fabric of our state. And I saw that in so many ways over the last few years. So many of the Nigerian community are here tonight with family and with children. And I have a large brood of children myself. They're all adults. So I am going to implore you to make sure that you enjoy this evening and know that the sound of children, the sounds that they make are the sounds of the future. So when I said before that the Nigerian community does represent optimism, altruism and aspiration, that sound of the children is the sound that I hear that brings forward that optimism, that way that education is put at the absolute forefront of the reasons that so many people have chosen to make Victoria home. And it also is demonstrated when I did a little bit of research into the panellists that are going to be appearing, and I thought that they represented the gifts of the arts, the literary heritage of the Nigerian community, that so many clinicians, so many artists, and also so many other people who are really impacting the Victorian community through their contributions in academia, as clinicians, as lawyers, and actually during incredibly difficult times. So Dr. Yusuf told us the story before about what happens when a young student comes to the country and the way the community wraps itself around people who have made the decision to come here, and sometimes life can be really difficult. And I am so proud that in the constituency that I represent, but in the Victorian community more broadly, we have Nigerians who are showing, Nigerian Victorians, Nigerian Australians, who are showing us the way that family isn't necessarily somebody with the same mother and father, but family is whomever needs something, whoever needs help or support, whoever you find yourself in conversation with. So I'm honoured to be here, and I'm honoured to represent the community. It's a warm afternoon. Collingwood, I understand, won the grand final, but the warmth of the energy in this room is absolutely represented by the warmth of the sunshine outside. So thank you very much for the hospitality and for having me be able to represent the Victorian Government. I'm always here for a cup of tea. Give me a call. I'm always put the kettle on for any Nigerian Australian or anyone who wants to have a cup of tea. Thank you.
Are we in Nigeria?